just going with the gut. Never had a doubt, felt like this is just a must. Put me in perspective, I'm the deepest in the cut. Everybody tuning in, but this is just for us now. We know I ain't ballin' yet. Hoes wanna holler, oh no, I don't call them back. Girl, let me see you hold it down, we gon' have a blast.
Okay, Damian, 10,000 clients, 3 businesses. Is your personal brand? Kickbox, martial arts, fitness model, dance. So you're in the 99.99 of the United States, which is the wealthiest country in the world. In Greece, you're in the top 99.99999. How many people your age are making 50 grand a month in Greece? No. So common sense scaling, because this is one of the most common questions. How do we scale? Warren Buffett says every year you should cut one thing out of your life. It can be a belief, it can be an activity. So you gotta ask yourself, what can be cut? Like, I love sports, but I only watch basketball now, because if I watch basketball and football, it just, something's gonna suffer. But I love football, don't get me wrong, but I don't love football more than a good life.
Isn't there a way to do everything by increasing your efficiency in the way you do it?
Yes, but eventually you get diminishing returns from efficiency. Like, simplicity is a beast. I used to be more on your side of what you're saying. But theoretically, if we were robots, 17 minutes on this, and we do 19 minutes, it doesn't somehow work out. Energy is the limiting factor, not time. People get it wrong. It's not time that's humans' problem. It's not. You know how much, if you had full energy for 16 hours a day, no loss of cognitive function, never that feeling like, wow, I'm burnt out. Just a machine, 16 hours, then you go to sleep for 8 hours, wake up, 16. Nobody has that. And so what happens, and sometimes people do, like Arnold Schwarzenegger kind of had that, but he's an aberration. Arnold Schwarzenegger is almost a superhero. You know, he told me, he's like, I've always only needed 5 hours of sleep. He's like, I don't know why. He's a freak of nature. Look at the dude. Do you ever see him when he was like 16? He was like, I did like 30 pull-ups and there's no before and after where he was a scrawny fat. He was always like, oh, this guy's gonna be big. So
yeah, I tell you something else. The guys that had the superhuman energy, they weren't ejaculating often.
I didn't ask Arnold that. I don't know about that. I don't know. I think that's true with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Arnold had a lot of women. Nothing is small when it comes to energy. People who do big things are extremely focused. Number one problem entrepreneurs have, because entrepreneurialism attracts people who like to do a lot of stuff. Your own strength is your own weakness. Well, then why don't you also start another consulting firm? I mean, you have consulting skills, so like Confucius said, the man who chases 2 rabbits catches none. Mm-hmm. Here's a good story for you. It's a little bit vulgar. You guys heard the joke of the old bull and the young bull? There's an old bull and a young bull at the top of the mountain, and they're looking down on all these female cows. And the young bull says, hey man, let's run down there and, I don't know what word I should use. Let's run down there and f*** one of those females. And the old bull turned to him and he said, no son, let's walk down and f*** all. So that's how entrepreneurs are. They're like, hey guy, this year I'm launching 16 businesses. I'm like, why not launch 16 businesses over time and get them all right? What's your main motivator? Is it money? Is it more people knowing about you? Is it your personal message? 2 options and 2 options only. I'm a genie in a bottle. I popped out. You got 2 options. 1, you can, by the end of 2018, be the richest man in the world, but nobody will know you. You'll have 1 boring business selling bricks. All other businesses you will shut down. You will not do martial arts. I mean, you can do it a little bit. You won't really dance much. You'll just have a normal life. You will be like Jeff Bezos, but secretive. That's option A. Number 2, you will not make much money at all, but you will be well known. You'll have active businesses. You'll be doing all the martial arts, all of these. Your personal brand will be out there. You'll be making like 10 grand a month. If you only had to choose those 2, I know that you won't have to choose the 2. If These are good ways of getting to the truth about yourself. What you go with?
I would find another genie. I don't like
No,
this.
You struck the wrong ball. And I think you have to think about this because this will make a big determination in what you need to do. So we'll do it this way versus the genie thing. There's 4 things that motivate us. And when I learned this, something I kind of came up with the help of some scientists, I call it the 4 M's. I use this on my friends to help them clarify their goals in life. I go material/money. The second one is mating/romance, sex, kids, whatever, right? This one is movement / like freedom. Okay? And the last one is mastery, being considered a master or having status in the world. Everybody, for the most part, not to get into religion or things outside my expertise, but in business, I find these 4 drives. So for example, Hugh Hefner did not try to be the richest man in the world, clearly, but he did well. He was worth probably $100 to $200 million before he died. He operated his life primarily around this, and I would say that was his 1. I'd say this was his 2, and then I'm not sure about these. I'm gonna put them in the right order. There is an order to them, I promise you. And here's how you figure out the order. If you want to know which of these 2 is higher, you could have all the money in the world, but you gotta be a monk and celibate for the rest of your life.
No way.
Or let's just not say the rest of your life. Let's just say 3 years. 3 years. 3 years, you can't sleep with anybody. For 3 years, no dates, just hardcore making money. Okay? 3 years. After that, you'll be super rich. Trust me, my business partner, Alex Mayer, he will pick this so fast. If you told him, dude, we gotta put our head down for 3 years, make $1 billion, we can't talk to any girls, he'd be like, 5 years is good with me. I don't care. My friend Herman, that works for me, he's like, hell no. I wouldn't even go 1 year with that. He couldn't last 1 year. So we go to movement, freedom. Okay. You can have whatever was number 1 here, but you cannot travel.
You're like a tree.
You cannot travel. You have to live for the rest of your life, within 10 miles of your house.
Ooh, money tree. That's horrible.
But you'll be the richest man in the world. People will come to you. You can have all of this, but you will be unknown and unrespected by anybody, except maybe your wife or your kids. You go to a conference, nobody knows who you are. You try to talk about business, you use social media, has 3 followers, nothing. Or you are like a rock star, popularity. You go places. What is it? Men fear you and women love you or something like that. Model, building a personal brand. Like to do lots of stuff. This is somewhat correlated with this. You gotta know this about yourself. Damian, you need to can you say honestly which one of these is the most powerful? Nobody has them all equal. It'd be impossible. It's like saying somebody in personality types has everything at 100. It doesn't happen. Which of these do you think is the most powerful for you?
It would be the 3rd one, then the 4th, then the 1st one, and then the 2nd one.
Yeah.
So
you like freedom. You
Yeah.
like doing lots of stuff. So you said 1st, 2nd, which one was 3rd?
Material, money, and then mating.
Okay. So now with all that said, I'm gonna give you my answer. Personal brand you should probably keep, because if you like this, I think maybe nothing's wrong. You have more money as your 3rd goal. Maybe sometimes nothing's wrong. You ever dated somebody and they just invent something's wrong? There's like nothing wrong in the relationship and they just come from that mentality or like, well, I decided it's Monday. I'm this whole thing up. You're making over $50,000 net that you can put in your bank account. Your bank account goes up.
Dude, that's good, man.
So you're like the king of your country. Don't scale. I'm serious. It's not my judgment. You said to scale, you're gonna lose this. And you're probably gonna have to give up the personal brand, which gives up this. Nothing's wrong. What I would do is just refine a little bit, hire 1 or 2 people, travel a little bit more, work on your personal brand, make sure this thing doesn't go backwards. You're good.
I'm just going with the gut. Never had a doubt, felt like this is just a must. Put me in perspective, I'm the deepest in the cut. Everybody tuning in, but this is just for us now. We know I ain't ballin' yet. Hoes wanna holler, oh no, I don't call them back. Girl, let me see you hold it down, we gon' have a blast. Cause I just wanna know what you gonna do with all of that. Ain't gotta say a word, I know what's up, you can have it all. Watch me rip it off, I'll admit it, you got me feeling hella love. Even when it's going down, know that we gon' live it up. Young shot caller, always been a ball.